Welcome to the X-Ray Podcast, hosted by X-Men3X and Cosmic Mail, or myself. First episode, welcome to it. Just gonna jump right in. So, I'm Cosmic Mail, 21 years old. I first video game or console I've ever played on, in general, was Xbox 360 for Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Call of Duty is probably my favorite game series at the moment.
That was your first console?
360, yeah.
What?
I actually didn't get. Well, if you want to put modern time consoles, when people talk about consoles nowadays, they go, the earliest console people always like to talk about in general terms nowadays is the Wii.
Dude.
And if I was to say first gaming system I've ever played or owned, either be the GameCube or Nintendo 64. Be those two. But like modern day console times, it'd be a 360.
Dude, mine.
Yeah, it's COD 4.
So I'm Bone, okay? I'm 22 in a day and a half, and my first console, believe it or not, was actually a GameCube that my dad bought me for Christmas when I was a young boy. Believe it or not, dude, a GameCube, man.
Yes,
And
I would.
what?
I'd say console. Like a gaming system. Yeah, a GameCube for me.
Dude,
But
GameCube.
console,
It was lit,
the
man. I had a blast on with the GameCube, dude. Crash Bandicoot, everything, man. Obviously, my favorite gaming series is Call of Duty. There's no question about that. Every year, I spend $60 to play on multiplayer. That's literally all I play. So
that's half finished.
that's half finished nowadays. So obviously, Call of Duty is my favorite gaming series, or Call of Duty is my favorite game series.
Outdoors is my favorite game series. It's gotta be just because I don't know. I've just had nostalgia for it. I mean, Call of Duty's had some great moments in it for game wise, and in the whole gaming community that has some pretty great moments. But overall, if you look at it at a wide range compared to a lot of other games that just make the singular game, or as a producer or a developer, they make a game every 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Compared to Call of Duty, the series itself, controversial. I know better than you. It's kind of watered down.
Oh, there's no doubt about
It's
that, man. I think Call of
it's
Duty for me, like it connects with. I'm a fast player. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
have to run around the map. I have to get the most kills. I have to. It's just fast gameplay, and I think that's what really connected with me because I like those kind of games. You know what I mean? I don't like Battlefield because the maps are too big. I don't like the realistic things. You know what I mean? I like the arcade
yeah, you're more
shooters.
arcade shooter for run and gun
Yeah.
type of deal. Which
Exactly.
for me, I mean, I directly remember playing so I had Modern Warfare on the 360. Then for some reason, my dad bought Modern Warfare on the disc Modern Warfare for PC. So I ended up actually playing, on the family computer, playing Modern Warfare a lot. And the reason that connected me a lot more than that console edition of it was the fact that they always modded servers. You could play when World of War dropped. They had their own version of zombie survival thing on Call of Duty 4. They had a paintball edition, so they had their own new maps and all paintball guns in it. And they also had later on this in the time frame, they also had Modern Warfare 2, like the guns they ported from Modern Warfare 2, and all the maps like that they ported it into Call of Duty 4 on the PC, which I actually enjoyed a lot. But I mean, I did love my time playing Call of Duty. I have a lot of great moments I never been being there for when it was new,
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2. I mean, I was young when that game came out. Shit, that was 2008, 2010,
2009.
2009. Yeah, I was in that time frame. I was 10 years old. But I remember playing fucking with the Model 1887s. We could just cross-match people those things.
You know what my
Like
first Call of Duty was?
what was that? Call of Duty. It was Modern Warfare 2, wasn't it?
Modern Warfare 2, man. It
Yeah.
was me and Cam. Um, we, I believe we were like, I don't know, man. Well, I don't know what grade we were in. But Modern Warfare 2, it was so I got my 360, and then I got Modern Warfare 2, and then Cam played, and that's how I knew Cam in school, obviously. So we played games, and then it was right around the time when Black Ops 1 was gonna drop,
Yeah.
and Cam's got Black Ops 1, and I didn't. So he stayed on Modern Warfare 2. So we played Modern Warfare 2 until Modern Warfare 3. That's right after Black Ops 1. I think, right?
Yeah.
Black Ops 1,
It's like
MW3. So we
in
went to
yeah.
MW3, dude, and then we got it every year. So that's how I started playing Call of Duty, is Modern Warfare
Like
2.
I had a very weird transition to Call of Duty. I mean, so I played Call of Duty 4 on Xbox. I played, I've owned every single Call of Duty. Actually, one. I've owned the original Call of Duty and everything from that going forward on some sort of device. It was either PC or it was Xbox. But I remember I had this weird gap. I know, like I had Call of Duty 4, and then 5 came out, like World of War, and then it was Modern Warfare 2. And then as soon as BO1 came out, like I had this weird gap where like I played Call of Duty 4 a lot on the PC because like I didn't enjoy playing Xbox at the time. I don't know
Yeah.
why, I just didn't. I don't the controller didn't feel like real to me for some reason. But like I played Modern Warfare 2 at a buddy's house. I hadn't actually bought Modern Warfare 2 yet. I didn't I didn't get it. I didn't actually own the game completely until BO1 came out. But I remember going to my buddy's house on a regular basis and he played MW2 so much because for some reason I just didn't have it. I don't know why, but I just never got it. I just didn't feel the need to because I was at my buddy's house so much playing the game. But I don't know, like the first game I think Call of Duty wise, they you actually played together with it was what it was BO4.
We
Like
got
that
that's when
we were
BO4
playing comp. Yeah, I think BO4 is like the first Call of Duty game we actually played together.
that we played together. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
And that was when you joined the competitive scene. So I've
yeah.
been playing competitive since since
You've played
Ghosts.
since Ghosts. Yeah, you
Ghosts.
said it was Ghosts, which
So been playing a
which
long time, but
was one of my least favorite CODs of all time.
yeah, you
Least
know,
favorite.
least favorite. But how I started playing competitively or liking it was in Black Ops 2 with the ranked play, or
Oh
league
yeah, that
play,
was a lot of fun.
and that's when I was like, "Oh, this is awesome, dude." You know what I mean? So I always play league play, and then always obviously pub stomped. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, exactly.
then around Black Ops 3, that's when I kind of took it um a little more seriously, like for YouTube and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then we played obviously competitively in Black Ops 3
BO4.
and
BO4.
BO4,
Yeah, and yeah, moving
obviously.
BO4. Yeah,
Moving forward, yeah. And
yeah.
yeah, man.
It was just this weird transition. Yeah, for me, like I never played League Play 2 when that kind of got released. It was interesting because it was just another aspect of the game I can enjoy a little bit. I didn't play too much, but I just never just like played it and actually finding more of a love for the competitive portion of it.
I think, but
Like
like
it was
league
different.
play is good for people that are getting into competitively. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, no, it gets you like it gets you kind of like to put your foot to test the water. You kind of see this next step up where people like would really going from like pub stomping to them playing at a more of a competitive aspect of like actually like, really trying.
But it's definitely different than playing like a GB or a
Oh yeah,
tournament.
no, it's completely different. People play. It's like people playing nowadays. They'll play unranked on Siege. People try a little bit, but it's not too much. Or casual stuff. They try once in a while. You find a couple that just sweat way too much. But then you play ranked, and it's like okay, this is more of a competitive scene of this game. But then you can go online and you can play in tournaments. You can play and also they kind of shift for actual money. Like the GBs and Call of Duty, it's just like no step up where people would like actually really try. And you
Yeah.
kind of get a feeling for it in a rank play, like a rank setting and within the game itself. But you wouldn't really know what it's like until you get make a GB team for Call of Duty or
That's when
a
skill-based
Fixed
matchmaking
team.
gets taken out.
Exactly. Which is the weirdest because you'll go from playing something that literally just is playing that kind of stuff like for GB wise on the weekend with their buddies to us on BO4 literally playing against somebody that's played Call of Duty LAN
Yeah.
with their team.
Black
Like
or
it's there's no justification for it.
Yeah.
It's a lot more fun though.
Cold War, we jumped in right away, and that
Jeez.
we actually did way better than actually just playing the game. You know what I mean? When we
Well, because the game is just
Yeah, everyone was
crap.
learning, right? So
Yeah, nobody plays the game properly anymore.
yeah, like back in the day, Call of Duty like wasn't about all these strategies and stuff like that. You know, it's like a run and gun, whoever can
Like
get the
the most
point.
strategy you had was literally playing S&D.
Yeah. Nowadays, you have to run a certain class up. Certain people are the
Hit
flex
rolls.
or the roles,
Yep.
you know what I mean? And who's the AR guy, right? And I'm a sub player, right? So
Yep.
my job is basically run around the map and kill people and
And secure spawns like
secure
that.
spawns, or I'll play OBJ. You know what I mean? Because I'm really
Yeah.
good at staying alive for some reason. As much as I run around with my head cut off, I'm really good at staying alive. In a weird way.
Like, yeah, I mean, like BO4 playing, like, we played GBs a lot, and seeing like this balance aspect coming, because like playing like GB, or even like league play when that kind of released later on in the games, the life cycle like that. But there's so much stuff removed from the game, from no like competitive, like the competitive aspect of it, to like the normal online portion to it.
Yeah, I'm
Like
not a
I imagine Cold War, there's a lot of fucking stuff that's not in the multiplayer
yeah
in competitive, because it's so broken in multiplayer.
yeah. But I'm not a big fan of like the gentleman's agreement.
Oh, I hate that.
That's probably one of the reasons why we stopped playing GBs in Cold War is because I was sick and tired of being called a hacker, right? And I was getting sick and tired of being like saying I cheated. You know what I mean? When I obviously have the
Yeah.
rules pulled up, we're following the CDL rules, so you can't use certain kill streaks, obviously, or score streaks. And
They actually have score streaks in the multiplayer,
yep,
competitive scene.
yeah, you just can't use certain
That's
ones.
that's
So
just weird.
yeah, it's really weird. I wish they switched it back to like the normal.
If you die, it actually resets.
Yeah, for competitively. I think they should
Yeah.
do that. That's a good idea. But maybe they change it. I'm not for sure. But um if they haven't, I think it would be a lot better for the competitive scene. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, it's like just balancing aspects to it.
yeah, man. I'm not a big fan of the gentleman's agreement, and I think that's what people were stemming on, that we were supposed to follow that too. And I was like, dude, we're playing a CDL. This is a GB, dude. We aren't playing for $1 million right now. You know what I mean?
Even at that, like there's stuff removed from the game in its own setting, like BO4 was, when they had the CWL playlist, they brought
Yeah.
back removed stuff that's
Dude,
not
did
supposed to be
you
in the game,
know?
which was nice.
Did you
But
know in Cold War, dude, when they drop League Play on February 8th, they are giving you custom classes that they created, I guess. You can't make your own class anymore.
you can't.
No, man, they have custom classes, man. How bullshit is that?
I mean, that is pretty weird, I would say. I mean, like, I'd say like 85% of me understands that you shouldn't do that. It understands the fact that it's you should, like, every player is accustomed to their own style of play
That's like you go
and
into
their own class
Siege
setup.
and they only pick your operators that you can use.
like like basically vanilla Siege, like
Yeah,
day one Siege. You
yeah,
can't, like, you have to adjust your shit in the main menu, and as soon as you jump into a game, you can't change anymore.
yeah.
Like I never like.
That's like that's like Siege for you banning Montaigne or something like that, or picking certain characters that you can't use when it's not technically banned in League or in the normal
Yeah,
play.
I never understood the gentleman's agreement at all, personally. I
Like
mean,
they
if something's banned outright,
they banned the
like, it's not allowed.
AK-47, right?
Huh?
Because the AK-47, the gentleman's agreement, they banned it, right? Because it
So
was too OP.
is it actually banned on CWL, like,
No,
rules though?
it's not banned on CDL, but they G8'd it because it's so OP.
See, that's stupid. Do you know why?
Why?
We literally played BO4 comp. All right,
Yeah.
we played GBs like that all damn time. But like, there's a rule set you can and can't follow. Um, but not once did people say, "Oh yeah, bro, you can't use the AUG. No, the AUG. You can't use the SOG. It's too OP." So
Yeah.
when gentlemen's agreement said you can't use SOG, it's like, dude, that like BO4 literally had three of the best like guns that people only use.
Dude, why wasn't the Grip
People use
1 and 2 G8 for the ICR? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no, dude, that was broken. That was just stupid.
Yeah, you're right.
No fucking flinching. It's shot.
So
That's so broken.
yeah, man. So
Like
what's the point of the
like,
GA? Like I understand like the
like
AK or the AK-47 because it's so OP, but they're
but
literally trying to get everything else banned.
but in reality though, if it's not banned from the CDL playlist, like from the comp playlist, from, like the rule settings of whoever manages it now, it is NLG still. It like if they don't outright ban it, say you can't use it because there's these reasons, or they have to just say no using like UAVs like that for because UAVs are not allowed. But they can't. People can't say, "Oh yeah, as its own community, we're not going to use this because it's too powerful."
Yeah,
That,
I don't agree
that's like
with what's up.
that's like in Siege when Ella was beyond broken when she got released. That's like saying that's how Jones going to not to play Ella or Blackbeard for that matter. It's like I
Yeah.
mean people generally say we have to because they only like, look like a dick, but in all reality, it's in the game. It's going to be used.
Yeah,
Like
I don't agree with Call of Duty going to PC either. I mean, reason why I say that is because obviously there was a controversy in the amateurs where people were hacking, okay?
wasn't
And
it
what's that?
wasn't it like people were doing the same thing with Warzone? They have like they claim that people could have routers like that to make them put into a lower skill set lobby.
Yeah,
Some shit.
but these guys were legitly like wall hacking
See
in a
that
competitive mode that's ran by Activision.
Activision and also MLG,
Yeah, so
and
I don't know, man.
it bothers me a little bit that people would say that. I mean, like obviously Siege, back in the day, especially, but nowadays it's still relevant in today's game, like cheating wise. People still do it because they had nothing else to do with their life. I guess I don't know. Like they're literally cheating for literally a charm. Like and these people like they think they're gonna make money off of cheating, like playing this game professionally, making money. I bet you any money that people like will pay them to
They
break
think they're that good.
to boost their stats. I mean, I guarantee people like will pay cheaters to queue with them to win games. They can like, hit so other people can hit a fucking level or rank. And in all reality, it's stupid. Like, dude, you're not gonna get picked up by a team if you can't legitimately play in an actual like setting of it's if you're playing a LAN game or some shit where you have to
Yeah,
actually run other third party anti cheats in the background to play the game and
dude.
submit the files that that computer records.
You know what I
You're not
wish?
gonna do that.
You know what I wish? So how Fortnite I has their arena gameplay. I will
Yeah.
always give credit where credit's due, and I think Fortnite really did a great job capitalizing on the competitive aspect of things. One, you don't have to join a ladder then work your way up to get seen, right?
You
You
just
just
join in and start
you just play ranked basically, right? And you keep
which is
going
what
and
Siege is
going.
doing too. But Siege is doing those now too.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Siege is doing that shit too, right? Same thing with
yeah,
Apex. If you get to the
yeah.
highest, it's Predator. So you get top 500 people. So basically, top 500 people, you're technically a pro,
You're
or
gonna get recognized pretty quick.
you're gonna get recognized, right? But I wish Call of Duty did that instead of going through these hoops. You know what I mean? Just ranked play,
GBs and all stuff like
and you
that.
create a
And
team. You only can play with that team. You can disband
yeah,
it or whatever. But I
I mean,
wish they could do that. But obviously, I don't know.
Siege does sort of the same thing. So Face It now, it's ESL's gone. They lost their contract with Ubisoft. So Face It now runs it, and Face also runs CS:GO as well. So Face It, you go on there, you download their thing, you download their anti cheat, which is very, very, very good anti cheat. Very invasive to your PC, which is good because you need to have stuff like that nowadays because people always find innovative ways to cheat for some reason. They can't just get good at the game, but you make a team on Face It, and then you can search for tournaments like that. Where you can play for money or play for fun, and it's a good way to get recognized. But also, a lot of pros already in the game play the Face It stuff too because it's better anti cheat. It's more fun to them because they're playing with people that actually good instead of just swinging everything on Siege like that. It's a whole different atmosphere compared to there's no ranked, but you yeah, like you said, like Siege is the same thing like the for ranked playlist. No competitive team that I know of at least, looks at the ranks of Siege, like public like rank play, and they see like the champion ranks now. It's
But I think they
there's
should,
1,000
man.
places. I don't think they should at all
You don't think
because
so?
no, because you have Battle Lad running the whole damn thing. Most of those people in ranked play, like I've played comp on
But
Siege and I've played ranked play in Siege.
but what if
Two atmospheres.
Yeah, but like, what if there was a better anti-cheat? Do you think it would be useful or no?
If there was a band anti cheat, like if they said screw you battle line, we're dipping out from you. We poured too much money into you. You guys haven't proved or shown anything for it really. And they brought face it in. I think it would actually be more relevant because half the people that are on the top leaderboards, they'll just get banned. I mean, it's going to happen. They'll get banned, they get removed, and people get their elo back. But you have people that play ranked. Like, if you, let's say, look at the top siege player, like people know a lot now, it's almost a household name in the R6 community, Bolo. You look at him. His aim game sense is unreal. Like, anything I've ever seen, ever play this game. All right.
Okay.
I was watching studio today. He's ranked 180, 173. The last I seen, 173 in the world. Then you have a kid that it might be cheating. He got banned for cheating. He got his account back, but it's supposed it was hacked. Someone stole his account and then hacked on to get it banned. But he's number one in the world. All right. He doesn't belong to anything other than an organization that he has content for. He doesn't play any competitive. He doesn't do anything like that. He just makes content. He's number one in the world. I don't know why he doesn't play ranked or why he doesn't play competitive because his game sense is unreal.
Yeah.
But to me, watching his gameplay, he has no fucking recoil.
Wouldn't you wanna go play competitively and make more money, dude?
If you're that good, I don't know why he wouldn't. He easily can put a team together and be just rinsing teams left and right on the stages. He's so good. But you have like this whole like layer to it that you have Bolo, which is a really great player. He's one of the top players in Pro League. But yet he's not as good as somebody that's just playing ranked because it's a whole different atmosphere. People just literally play ranked all day. All they do is just literally run on the map like it's Call of Duty and just swing stuff because the servers can't keep up with it. The hertz like that is 60 hertz servers. They'll peek the corner,
Still?
see you. Oh yeah, no, it's still 60 hertz.
What?
They'll peek the corner, see you.
That's
you're
crazy,
angle,
dude.
and you don't see them yet on your end. So they'll already be a wide swing in the corner. They'll see you, and there's a 2 to 3 millisecond time period, which is actually a lot of time in a setting of like if a one tap headshot's relevant.
Yeah.
They can like peek at see pixel, you're dead.
Have you ever ran into
no
a
reaction.
hacker?
Oh yeah, on casuals of all things too, hackers and casuals.
Wow.
It's terrible.
They're
It's terrible.
stooping that low nowadays, huh?
Well, they're doing it to like literally get their account level up to level 50, and then play ranked, and then try to play ranked with hacks. It's pretty stupid. Why people buy hacks? It's a waste of money because you're eventually gonna get caught. You're gonna lose all your crap, and your name's never gonna be worth anything after that.
Yeah, surprisingly, I've never played against a hacker. Even when I played Warzone, I haven't played against a hacker.
I haven't either. I don't play Warzone as much, but I mean, I've been called a hacker on multiplayer plenty of times.
Well, same here.
It's just like people assume that it's good. They say, "Oh, you're hacking."
Yeah, and I think that's the reason. I think skill based. So I was talking to Gamer the other day. Gamer, and we're playing Apex. This is a very good example of why skill based matchmaking doesn't work. Okay, in my opinion. Okay, it doesn't. We were talking about how he wants to get better at Apex, right? He wants to get better. Everyone wants to be better at the game. Even if you're a casual player, dude, everyone wants to be the guy to drop 50 kills or to drop 30 kills a game. To me and you, that isn't really that good, right? To me, it's not that good.
Well, I'm more support player. I've been getting a lot better, but
but to me, that's not that good. You know what I mean? And that's like an average. You know what I mean? That's my average, right? So he wants to get better. But he can't get better if he has the skill-based matchmaking in Apex, where he is partnered up with the same skill level people that is just holding him down, holding him back, right? And he's also holding them back. Yes. You know what I'm saying? To get better if they want to.
I see your point. I really do.
Yeah.
But I think the negatives outweigh the positives when it comes to switching up the skills matchmaking. Let's say, for instance, let's take it for Cold War's matchmaking, skills matchmaking system on casual of all things.
Okay.
Quick matches. You can literally fry. You could be a brand new account, jump in like you would. Like I'm pretty sure this has to happen. You play it times. You probably hop in your first game of Cold War, all right? You probably fragged out, just fried people, all right? I'm guessing so. That's just you playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
next match, you're probably playing against Scump and Kenny and shit like that.
Yeah, that's literally how it goes.
It jumps. There's no in between. That's the problem. It's
Like
the
how it was back in the day where it was in between.
Yeah. There's no. You just kind of mixed match. You got lucky. That's all it was. It's all blatant luck. Now it's good matchmaking. But it's like for ranked playlists, I understand your point of view of if you're not playing if you're not playing with better people or playing against better people,
dude,
and you're not gonna get better.
Yeah.
But I understand the point of the need for it, because if you don't have that, you're gonna have like Call of Duty was in a skill-based match, in a skill-based setting.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
I want people to bring back clans, dude, for Call of Duty. Like I remember back in BO4 when you would play with us, we would have like somewhat a full team, but we'd always get partnered up with or paired up, I should say, with another clan. You know what I mean? And I think that's where it comes down to just having fun with it. Like, remember Clan Wars from Ghost?
I didn't partake in them, but I love
that shit was fun
because it's kind of fun. It's basically watching a mini GB at a pub match.
Exactly. Every single clan or game mode you hopped in, there was a clan in it. And that was what was fun about the game. It gave you something. And with the Clan Wars, I wish they brought them back. I wish they brought it back for World War II. Personally, that would have been fucking awesome. For World War II, dude, you know what I mean? That would have been awesome.
Playing war?
No, for Clan Wars, like, so, World War II, right? So, like, let's say, I don't mean to sound, like, insensitive when I say this, but you're taking Germany or something like that, or, you know what I mean? Something like that, because it's World War II. You know what I mean?
The game mode, I wish they would have brought back from Call of World War.
You know what Clan Wars I'm talking about, though? You know what?
Yeah.
Like on the app, and you go play. Yeah. Okay.
You log in like that. You just
okay, I was just making sure.
It's like doing GBs online, basically.
Yeah.
In a way.
Essentially.
But I wish they would like the game. What I remember from Call of Duty 5, a sidetrack here, was called War, and the idea was you like capture flags and push forward. It's basically a giant game of like momentum. It's just called momentum. Momentum was in Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
But in World of War, it was called War.
That shit was fun.
And it was same thing. But yeah, it was an awesome game mode.
I wish they made it competitively.
I wish they made the competitive too. That'd been awesome.
Better than capture the flag.
That is the worst game mode of all time. It's so bad.
Dude, you know what the worst game mode of all time is, bro? Blitz. Blitz for competitive.
What was Blitz again?
Ghost. It's like Uplinker kind of, but you're the ball. You're the ball.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Everyone camped the OBJ, dude. That was just a stupid game.
It was either like a really slow gameplay or a really fast gameplay. There's no consistency in it.
I wanted them to add a safeguard in competitive. That would have been freaking awesome, man.
Safeguard was the robot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The robot blocked for it. Yeah, that was actually fun. That game was so much fun playing with you, dude. Just the hype around just like moving the robot forward and having having the fraggers and having the support players by the robot. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and what if they add that as like a game breaker? Like it's like let's say
they should do that.
A
tiebreaker for a map. Yeah. I feel like that'd be a lot better to watch.
It's what 2-2, and you have to have a tiebreaker.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so back to the whole. I don't know if sidetrack again, but coming back to like the whole games and anti-cheat. Do you agree with me or disagree that games nowadays they should be prioritizing anti-cheat?
Yeah, because it should be the number one, dude. Honestly,
it should be like you should be bringing in third party either an anti-cheat that they have with beginning of the game, right? Like Siege does. You have Battle out there, which they brought in later on. But you should be able to have third party anti-cheat come in there like later on, or have their own servers you can play on their servers for their better anti-cheat, like Faceit does on CS:GO. You can get the whole server lobbies, and you kind of just scan through like that. You can join a Faceit lobby, have their anti-cheat, but it should be one of the three main pillars when it comes to building games nowadays.
Of course, dude. It should be the main, because everyone. It's not that hard to go and hack, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's really not that hard. It's just annoying, and it's very disappointing. You know what I mean? Like, I've been playing Call of Duty for A decade now, a little over a decade, right?
Yeah.
And um, I
It's
don't hack and I don't cheat, right? I've always been legit. You know me. You've been playing with me for a while. You know what I mean? I'm all legit. All the 100 kill games, all legit, right? But it's
it's
very,
sad to see
yeah,
some
exactly, exactly.
and just literally look for maybe a week before it gets banned.
Yeah,
And it's not difficult to download cheats. Like I seen a video where this person goes online, if like up to like the website to download cheats, and it literally has a list of cheats you can
he
download.
downloaded the
List of them.
cheats, huh? On the
Oh yeah, you go with the whole website for it, the whole form. You can
he.
go on there and you can
Wow.
download. I'm not gonna say the name of the form because I'm not gonna have anybody that listens to this look anything up and try kind of shit. But I saw the video and he you able to download cheat, get put into a private Discord. You invite them, you get Discord for like tech support basically for these cheats.
T
All right.
Really?
Oh yeah, so you
What
get
the?
immediate support. It's not if you download it properly, it's not working right. But also it lists, past versions or other cheats that are being detected at the moment by let's say by BattleEye or by Activision's anti-cheat like
No,
that.
that's a legit business model right
Yeah,
there, dude.
yeah, they're making a whole business out of it. And
That's messed up.
the sad part is, they themselves at that point can then be sued. Right, you can actually be sued for doing this too, because it's not you don't own the rights to the game. You like, you can buy the game, you can play the game, but you cannot mess with the fundamentals of the game. That's like against the law, like for copyright infringement, because it's not your property. You don't own the rights to do anything like that to it. So technically, if Activision want to, for instance, they can go to this website and sue them. And it's because they're probably making money off it. I don't know if they are or not, but they can sue them though because they're distributing cheats for a game they don't have the rights to have, or they can go after people that make the cheats themselves and upload it to them, to then sue them because that's not their property. They can't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Not allowed to do like that. And the sad part is, it would take such little effort. I would go work for the devil himself at Activision, or Ubisoft at this point, and I work for them. My entire job would literally be giving me a laptop or PC, giving me a fake name or some shit like that. I could probably make up. I could just type one up or something like that. Go to them, play Siege or Call of Duty Warzone or Cold or something like that. Download set sheets, figure out how they run, and then do a backwards coding system for the anti cheat.
Yo, there's actually a theory on that. Actually, you're talking about
It,
for
it,
Call of
it
Duty.
takes it takes no effort to do that. You can just go on there, download it, see how the code works, and then literally write a script or code series meant to detect this itself.
People think that there's somebody in Activision or in Treyarch at least that no, obviously is a developer, but it's just
Unless it's a
theory.
slide.
It's not. I'm not saying it's real or not, but they're saying that there's a mole inside, basically, giving out the cheats because you ever notice there's a new update for the game, then there's always more hackers after they patch the hacks. You ever notice that?
Well, yeah, people work around all the damn time. They
Yeah,
will literally, the update comes out, they make new cheats.
exactly. But how do they do it so quick for this game? People think
Well,
that there's a developer that is leaking all the
inside.
information.
Yeah, that's a pretty conspiracy theory way of looking at it. I think the
Yeah,
more
it
logical
is a
reasoning behind
conspiracy
it is
theory,
that
but
somebody literally owns the game on PC and can just data mine the code of the game and how it works, and then just figure a way to go around it. I think it's the more logical assumption is they just data mine the shit out of the game on PC. Because obviously you have to write scripts like that for the cheats on PC to work, and then port
yeah,
it to Xbox,
that's true.
PlayStation, or whatever you're using it on.
But I
But
never really ran into a hacker on Xbox, dude.
I
Anywhere.
ran
Except like Modern
I
Warfare
ran
2, like when the game was
I've
dead, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's just all the games. You'll find that all damn day. It's kind of sad that those games turn that way. But I mean, I've ran into one cheater in Modern Warfare. Like, he's a blatant cheater. He didn't give a fuck. He's literally no scoping everybody the entire game, and I'm on a lobby with a sniper rifle. Like, it was stupid. I don't know why. I don't know how you find enjoyment in it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Do
it
you know
really
what?
stop being a public match with gun skins you probably never earned. Just how is that fun to you?
For real, dude.
It's like doing cheats to Fallout 4 to have unlimited health and one shot gun, the gun that kills anything. It's like fun for like the first 5 minutes. And after that's like, well, this is stupid because I feel
Dude,
no enjoyment.
You probably don't know. You know who FaZe Jarvis is?
Yes, yeah.
Right? So that he got banned for hacking or aimbotting his pub game, right?
Hmm.
But he admitted that he did it, right, in the video. You can clearly say it.
Yeah.
But the people that go play the what's it called? The World Cup, okay? They only get 2 weeks, but they were hacking and it was proven. So you ban a guy that admitted to hacking, not in a competitive scene, right? Hold on, had a cough there real quick. In a competitive scene, right? He's in a pub game. You ban him for life, but these guys are actually hacking in your tournament that you're hosting for money you're giving them, and you ban them for 2 weeks, and you're like, it's whatever. What?
It is a bit sad. So did the people that banned for 2 weeks, did that happen before or after this whole Jarvis incident? I can't remember.
After the Jarvis, dude.
Because I know there was actually a person, like before. I think it was before Jarvis. I don't know his name at all. I saw it on YouTube video. But he was a content creator for TK and it was actually in a tournament for Fortnite and was caught cheating because like there's a whole like video of him like buying the cheats like that and running it and such. So he actually got caught for cheating like that. And got, contract terminated with the organization. Still banned for life on the game.
Good.
But it is good. But the funny part is to me, I think the reason they banned Jarvis for life, even though it was an alt account, because it wasn't his main account. That's the thing. It wasn't his main account. I watched the video because I found it kind of funny, because of the reaction after it, but because I'm just that kind of human being. But he was playing on a brand new account, all right. So it wasn't his main account that was using. It was a different account. Had his cheats down with that. Was making a video with these cheats, I found it, which means like Epic Games saw the video because obviously he's a big content creator for a big organization. They probably saw the video. One play did shared to his boss. His boss saw that he uploads it, to shows the people his other boss, that runs this other thing, and he probably banned him on the statement that it's time to put our foot down because if we have been through something about because if we ban this person, that kind of like sets a tone for everybody else that they're willing to ban somebody for life for playing our game because I cheated.
Yeah, but then,
It's more of a set the tone thing,
but what about the other people? They only got 2 weeks, and they're actually in a tournament hosted by.
I'm sure they will always be closely watched after that. But I'm just guessing that they did this to show people like, no, we're willing to ban this major content creator for life because of this. So basically it's like kind of a watch out kind of thing. Like you've all been warned type of deal. I think that's more or less what it was. Because I seen that video. He was crying in his apology video when I called apologize. It's like what, you admitted to cheating in the game. You have a video of you cheating in a game. You kind of deserve to get banned. I think for life is kind of extreme, but they should at least ban him for a year. A year of not being able to make content for an organization like that of that game. That's pretty serious. You have to go find another game to play, for content wise. But I think a year should be good enough because you had an esports player from a French team in Rainbow Six 3 years ago now. 3 years ago, yeah. He was banned 3 years ago now for supposedly cheating in a Pro League game. His name is Shaiko. Amazing player, but he was supposedly cheating. I don't think it's still unproven, but they have a script that runs in the background of your games called what's it called again? Whatever. It basically records it key logs and everything that you're doing to see if there's anything suspicious happening. Like a key being pressed at a certain way too many times in a certain setting. But regardless, what had happened was the key log that he's pressing his 6 key way too much in the game. So they brought this up and then that they deemed him to ban him because he may have been cheating. He got banned for 2 years from playing Pro League. All right. He comes back.
Cheating?
No, he's gonna play. He plays ranked matches. Then he plays games for a while like that, and just keeps and he plays CS:GO like that too. And he's just frying CS:GO as well.
Do you think he was cheating though? No.
I don't think I'm indifferent about it because like the software they use is very very buggy.
But why would he press that key so many times?
He was a Habana player. So the idea was, he's just spamming his fucking key to just to get it to detonate, and it's just shoot it and then then trigger it and such. So
Oh,
that
okay.
was so that was the excuse. Like he's just kind of spamming just to kind of do it and use it his Habana. But my thing is, he came back after 2 years and set the pro league record for number of kills in a single match, and I believe it was 36 kills in one game.
36 kills.
36 kills in one game. Like he came back, and that was his first game back playing pro league. Because he had to come back, he had to go to smaller CL teams after his ban, and play his CL tournaments like that to make money and get a name for himself going again. Then he was immediately brought into a new roster at BDS, and they stomped the fucking floor with the EU major, and beat the team that accused him of cheating back in the day.
Wow.
And the person that accused him of cheating, which was Pengu, he was like, you're best team. You've earned it now. Like you're the best. Like, he just kind of bowed out and bowed down to like admitted that you're fucking amazing. You're a great team. Which I'm happy they did. Didn't make a big deal of it again. But regardless, it's cheating in video games nowadays has become. I don't think it was kind of it wasn't like it could have happened. People hacked in games all along.
It was underground.
It was big. It was like it happened in public matches of Call of Duty. Who cares? But that's happening for like a rank setting or money. It happens still, but people might not get caught. But I don't think cheating became such a mainstream issue until Warzone came out.
Yeah.
I just don't think that the average player realized how much that kind of crap goes on until like Warzone was like this huge game. Cheating always happened, but I don't think the general casual player really kind of got a first
kind of cared about it.
Yeah, kind of didn't care about it until they started playing Warzone. Then all of a sudden this huge huge issue with it, and
I have a fucking issue with it, dude.
A lot of issues, and I just don't think it was a big issue for the casual player until now. I mean, it's always been an issue in a lot of games.
Yeah.
Cheating and hacking of games and like that, but I don't think people cared about it until Warzone.
I think that's why I kind of dislike. I don't know, dude. Like, that's why I don't really like competitive anymore, dude. Because everyone, is different, dude. You know what I mean? Like, how do I put this nicely? Everyone thinks they have to prove something, right? Yeah. Myself included. You know what I mean? And I think that's what takes competitive away from me is that everyone wants to be the best, but not everyone is the best. You know what I mean? And I think it's toxic, and then nowadays they go towards hacking. You know what I mean? And I don't like that shit, dude.
My outlook on it is if you get caught cheating, streamer or whatever it might be, and you're trying to make a name for yourself, you start cheating, you get caught, your name's dirt. You'll never be taken seriously any other thing ever again, ever. People will always just hark back to the time that you were caught cheating, like proven cheating, and how you shouldn't be taken seriously. You shouldn't be getting paid at all to play a certain game. I don't see the point in it.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I've only been beaten a handful of times in 1v1s, right? And this kid that strikes out to me, his name I believe was Nitro back in Ghost, okay? And he was like 12 years old. Okay. And
was he old enough to be playing competitive?
Huh?
Was he even old enough to be playing
competitive? No,
he
was not.
Yeah, he's the person the minimum age is like 15, isn't it?
Yeah, 15, 16, 17, somewhere in there. But he knew exactly where I was at every moment on the map. It didn't matter where I was, he knew where I was. Okay? Where I was running, I had dead silence on, where I was running at, where I was going to be at. He knew everything about what I was going to do. I don't know if he was hacking or not, but that's one person that sticks out to me that I don't know. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't matter. He even pre-fired me, dude. Certain times.
That's it's hard to prove that people are cheating nowadays because obviously you can't just inspect all the coding that they have. You can put anything running in the computer console. You can't just do that. I mean,
Yeah.
You have to rely on these companies that develop these games and producers to pick and use a reliable anti-cheat that's able to do its job, like its bare minimum job. I mean, Valorant, it has like one of the best anti-cheats in the game and game series today. It's just Valorant. I don't know Riot Games uses, but I know it's a very very good anti-cheat. And then I'm pretty sure Face is like right behind it. Its ability to to scan your PC with all this crap in it to see if there's anything suspicious. And people still find a way to cheat, but it's obviously very very difficult to do it.
Yeah.
It's obviously it's
I
it's a very very difficult process.
I think what upsets me the most about it all is that legit players nowadays, dude, like small content creators or small streamers or whatever you are, you know what I mean? You get overshadowed by the big people. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's a huge problem.
And
Twitch's algorithm is trash.
and especially with the hackers, you know what I mean? Like for me, I can be completely legit and have 100 kill games, over 100 kill games, and people be like, "Well, this guy's fucking hacking." You know what I mean? He's not legit.
Because you're not a big streamer.
Yeah, exactly, right?
You should
So,
be like one of the greatest.
but
Like,
even dude, there was this guy, YouTuber, dude. I used to watch him all the time. I'm not gonna name him, but I used to watch him all the time. Every video he uploaded, okay, was a nuke. That's all. Okay. So yeah, granted, it's possible to play for 8 hours a day and get nukes if you're that good. It's possible, right? But he was getting 3 nukes a game. You know what I mean? Every MW3,
yeah,
fucking you name it,
yeah,
dude. He was getting those nukes. Modern Warfare 2, you know what I mean? Because when you die, you know, obviously you get your kill streaks again or whatever. Okay.
yeah.
So he, I'm not kidding you, bro. I swear, dude. I'm like, this guy's a hacker, or he's reverse boosting to get into lobbies. You know what I mean? And I think that's my biggest problem with people nowadays is I feel like I made a video about it, dude, and I want to talk about this, but I feel like I deserve
Some credit.
some credit for being legit. Through all the years of my good gameplays, I've never stooped that low. You know
To
what I
do
mean?
something that's yeah.
Exactly, right?
Which is a great segue to the topic of your goals and fears as a content creator. You're not gonna get recognized, especially with, like your algorithms. It's the algorithms that Twitch and YouTube use, for instance, are garbage. I can't tell you how many times I've like had to like specifically look for smaller like Rainbow Six streamers on Twitch
Yeah.
to just to watch because I enjoy just watching the game and just seeing how people play and like that. Some people they have like good comedy to it, which is nice. But YouTube wise, there's literally a joke that people say that they late at night they've watched YouTube and they went down the rabbit hole of YouTube because you can be watching at one point you could be watching a YouTube video on, let's say, Call of Duty for Moabs, like or Siege videos like that. You're watching gaming. Next thing you know, you could fall asleep with autoplay on your phone, and you wake up watching like
Conspiracy the
how to
video.
farm carrots. Like it's just like it's weird. Like their algorithm, like they're to show you what to watch is so out of the park. It's
Yeah.
stupid.
I
Like
even
the only
went.
good algorithms out there are TikTok and Netflix
Yeah.
with recommendations.
I went to as extreme as I would change my game. You right? So I changed Call of Duty after Modern Warfare or after Black Ops 4. That's when I really changed my game because I didn't like Modern Warfare. You know what I mean at all, right? You already knew that. But I hated
Yeah,
the game, hated the maps. I didn't like it. I liked the gameplay of it, but just not the
the
maps.
game.
You know what I mean?
The game was definitely way better on PC.
Yeah. So
It was more enjoyable on PC than it was console.
yeah. So then after when Black Ops 4 we played Siege. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can
And
come
uh,
back and forth.
yeah, back and forth, right? I was having fun with Siege for a little bit, you know what I mean? But I was like itching to play Call of Duty. I was like, I just want to play COD, you know what I mean? So, and I felt like I wasn't giving it my all for the content wise for Siege because I didn't really want to play the game. So, I'm not that dude to just play games for the views, You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
want
just because it gets you views.
to exactly,
Yeah.
and I feel like I was robbing those people of that. Like we had a lot of people watch us for Siege, you know what I mean? But I feel like I was like as shitty as it sounds, I feel like I robbed them of their time because I wasn't enjoying myself playing the game. You know what I mean? They may have thought that I was doing fantastic and I was a good streamer at that time, you know what I mean? But deep down, I didn't want to play and I felt like I was robbing them of their time because it wasn't Call of Duty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so then
That's
after some Modern Warfare drops, okay, then I kind of take a break from streaming, obviously. Then I had my computer issues and stuff like that. And, we went teetering back and forth of Call of Duty and Apex, you know what I mean?
Apex. You know,
Yeah, so my girlfriend that I have obviously got me back into Apex, you know what I mean? So I was like, I'll just make content on Apex. That didn't work because nobody wants to watch Apex. They want to see Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Call of Duty, right? That's
yeah.
what I built the channel on, built streaming around is Call of Duty. And it's hard to go to a different game. Like if I had my choice, man, to go pro in a game, it would obviously be Call of Duty. But even to stream it in Pub Stomp would be Call of Duty. But if I had to pick a second game, I'd probably pick Apex, dude. I think that community is amazing. Apex is amazing community that welcomes, I wouldn't say welcomes new players. They're kind of fucking assholes. No offense, Apex community.
It's like Siege. It's like
Like
Siege.
Siege, right? They're a bunch of fucking assholes,
Siege,
dude.
Siege
Siege is a
asshole
great.
community to play.
Siege is an asshole community, dude. We all can agree on that. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. It's
Call of
terrible.
Duty is an asshole community too, obviously, right? But
UAP was just making
I've
fun of
met,
people.
I don't really talk to a lot of people. Obviously, I talk to my people only. But there's a lot of cool people that play Apex, especially streamers, man. There's a lot of cool people that play the game and support the game and support it what it's about. You know what I mean? And I think people like Apex because they can kind of relate to it, right? They
Yeah.
can relate to every character because each character has a backstory. You know what I mean? They can relate to it, like Bloodhound or Gibraltar or whoever. They can relate to that person because there's a background, there's a story behind the lore of it, right? So
Yeah. Like Siege is a little bit like Siege.
exactly, they can relate to people in Siege 2 in a way, like veterans or cops or whoever, right? That's what makes the
Like
game fun. You can relate to it. Go name a Call of Duty you can relate to. No, you can't relate to Call
lower.
of Duty.
Yeah, you can't. I
Y-
mean, like, the only time you can relate to a character in Call of Duty is like the campaign.
Yeah, but there's no
Yeah,
backstories of
you know,
characters
there's only huge backstory
except
from like Siege
Black Ops
and then like
3
that.
or Black Ops 4.
People that people that make the lore of games like Sieges or Apex, that instance like that, they don't get the credit they deserve. I mean, I was bored one day. I just sat down. I was waiting for people to get online. I just read like the backstories and bios of like Siege characters, and I was like interested. I was like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. Like there's the detail they go into it all the time. It's always changing too. It's always like adjusting when new characters get in, and they take or add stuff in from different areas. They update with those certain updates to the game. I mean, like I said, like going back to like the content wise, but like Apex has a very welcoming community. I've seen that. I've stuff on YouTube videos like that. I've seen very welcoming, but people do like some people's greatest fear when they're making content for games is like for you instance, like people get stuck in the idea of what if I don't get views from playing a certain game that I actually like I enjoy it, but my community doesn't follow me. So like, their biggest concerns that they're always gonna be stuck in that era of playing certain games.
Yeah,
Like so they enjoy.
and that's
But
how I feel, man. Like I'll be
there's
honest.
creators that did trolling for BO2, and that was their only thing was BO2 trolling. Like that was all the content was based off of because it was funny. And then as soon as BO2 kind of died off for this player base, so did the channel. Like the community didn't follow them. That's all it was. They just had a good year, and that's about it.
Yeah. So like obviously I played Fortnite also. You know what I mean? Which I didn't upload content to of Fortnite very often, but we did a lot of streams on it. So a lot of people watch Fortnite also. I was one of the first people to stream Fortnite, dude. Like the battle royale, dude. Okay. So
Fucking Ninja over here, dude.
What?
Fucking ninja over here, dude. Look out.
Yeah, dude. And yeah, I don't know why they give him so much flack, dude. I think he's I think he's I don't know,
I don't
he's
like him.
changed.
I don't like him as a person. His gaming content's good, but as a person, I don't like him at all.
But you know, and then we you go back to Call of Duty. So then people want to watch Call of Duty. So we play Call of Duty. You know, we got a lot of views in BO4. You know what I mean? And one thing I like about reason why I started streaming and making content, dude, to be honest with you, it was about the people. You know what I mean? Because I don't think I'm just an average player. You know what I mean? I'm I I have a lot of I'm not gonna like toot my own horn or anything, but like skills. You know, I don't know how to word it differently than that. You know what I mean? Because I've been playing Call of Duty
Yeah.
for years, and I'm not saying I can be a professional player and just go knock out the best people on the planet. That's not what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
But you have a talent knack for it that you should be recognized. It sucks you haven't been recognized for it, which goes back to my point on like the algorithms of these like, social media constructs for gaming, of YouTube or what was Mixer, now it's Facebook Gaming, that melted together, and Twitch is they don't promote anything properly. Like on Twitch, I get recommended more channels that are averaging 5K viewership than anything else in the world. 5K or higher. It's always that. It's always YouTubers that I recommended that are the big names. I never get recommended like videos or just or live streams that are actually like in the content I'm actually interested in watching that are like averaging 1 or 2 viewership. I wish I'd seen more of that because those people are never going to be able to make anything of that community unless they get viewership. That's the whole point of it. They're not going to do anything with it if they get overshadowed by something like, for instance, like Ninja. That's let's say like 4K people watching at a single time.
But
It's a little bit stupid.
then there's also like a disagreement that they earned it, which they did. Like Shroud, Ninja, they all earned it.
They did very, very well. They're making money off subscriptions and sponsorships and contracts. But I mean, you have to find a point in time. Like I'll play devil's advocate a little bit and say, well, the reason you're not getting enough viewership is because so many people that nowadays are streaming that's oversaturated. The whole community is oversaturated with all these streamers that you're never going to recognize because there's so many of these small channels, just like the other one, that is playing for content wise. You have to have some sort of like different kind of personality trait. It's like something you're doing something different. Like, you can't just upload straight up gaming content anymore nowadays. You gotta stand out in a positive light.
Yeah, nobody thinks it's impressive to drop 100 kills in rank play, I guess.
Apparently not, dude. Like you.
No, nobody thought that was impressive, but I did it.
Like, you have to have like content. You have to have something different. Like, I know I've watched streamers and YouTubers that they play these games. They didn't even play the game and actually play it. They just play it as background to watch while they're making jokes or playing instruments for like like that in the middle of the game to other people to annoy them or impress them or something like that. Like, they're doing something that has a niche market to it.
Nobody thought AD&O was impressive either.
No, apparently not. Yeah, exactly. People just like, I think the content of just playing the game competitively is not going to get recognized by the average community unless you already have a sort of a name for yourself. Like it's all the people that just want to watch just for good gameplay are already watching like these big names.
Yeah, and I think it's very like for me. My biggest problem is to make content. Like I'm not the best YouTuber. I'm a better streamer, I think, than a YouTuber. You know what I mean? Because when I'm streaming, it's live, right? I can talk to people, and that's what I like to do. Yeah, there's no editing. I don't edit, dude. Yeah, I even said that in a video. I don't edit my shit, bro. I literally upload it. I do a commentary, and I do. My girlfriend would she tells everyone this. When I make a video, I restart it at least 30 times because I mess up one word, dude. I will literally restart from the beginning.
You can't clip it out.
I don't clip it out. I restart at the beginning. I mess up a word. I don't clip it out again. I restart again. I literally do it 5 times a video. I'm not even kidding you. If I say one word, I will listen through the whole clip, right? And if I think it sounds stupid, I will literally go back and redo it. That's how I don't go back and clip it, man. What you see is what you get, man. In a way, I
Like the commentary videos are definitely different than like something like
yeah.
this
And I don't know.
or like
I'm not a news guy, right? So I don't do the news on the Call of Duty or whatever. I'm the strictly gameplay, and that's why I think I like streaming more. Is because it's live. When we did the 100 rounds, me, Cam, and Martin, that was live, right? It took us like 3 hours or something like that. 100 and some rounds on Cold War, right? And I wanted to break the record of 100. It was like almost like 100 and some rounds, 170 rounds, and we're at 130. I think I believe we ended on. I wanted to keep going, dude, because I thought beating 170 to be first was impressive. That would have got my name out there. Be like, holy shit, this guy beat the record. Now it's at like fucking 400, so I
yeah,
ain't doing
exactly.
that shit. You know what I mean? But it was a five. You know, people say, well, he got his 15 minutes of fame kind of thing, right? You know what I mean? Like when they say that to people, right? You got your 15 minutes of fame. You know what I mean?
You got your little glimpse of it.
Yeah, but I guess I'm in a rut when it comes to YouTube because um I don't know how to make a video and commentate over a video. You know what I mean? I think that's my biggest problem. And I always want to do content, you know, like I like montages. We all know that. You know, I have like 3 up, 4 up, you know, through the years. I want to do more, obviously. I like montages, dude. There's something about them I just like, dude. I think after When Worlds Collide, the first one, I think that's what my favorite montage is When Worlds Collide, right? But my favorite video
Yep.
that I've ever made, dude, was
100
the 100
kills.
kills. 100 kills, okay. But I also like the GB series, man. You know what I mean? I think that was a really good series, dude. But I want to bring different things to the table. Like I want to do challenges. Like I want to see how many kills I can get with only UAVs in a game. I want to put on stupid in Modern Warfare, dude. I was it was towards the end of the life cycle of the game, and I was waiting for waiting for Cold War, and I didn't play Modern Warfare much, so I just played Shipment and shit like that. And I was using like the Renetti, dude. Right? I was playing hardcore Shipment using a pistol, and I was like having fun with it. That was the first
That's
time I
how
had fun in the game. Was literally fucking around with the guns in hardcore on Shipment. Okay, making videos on it, making ridiculous class setups. That's what I was having fun with. You know what I mean?
like yeah, it's like the content nowadays. You have to do something else, like because you put yourself in a rut. You're not going to be enjoying the games when you're trying to make content for making money off it, like just like serious money.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
I'm
you're not going to be enjoying yourself with what you're doing,
yeah,
which is a sad thing in today's world of
yeah. My
of
my
content
whole
creation for
goal
video games.
is never. Obviously, you want to make money at it. You want it to be your job, right? But I always talked to you about it before, and I'll say it again. But I wanted to make a community. That's what we built it on. You know what I mean? You've been there for the last couple of years of it. You know what I mean? And we did build a little community of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
it was a good it was a tight knit community, I would say.
yeah, you know what I
It
mean?
wasn't huge by any means, but it was like the same people that always return it, to watch streams or YouTube videos, and they always if one of us wasn't there, they would ask.
Exactly. And I'm not gonna say like I'm the um brightest person when it comes to personality. Like I'm not the sharpest. You know, like talking nonstop. You know what I mean? To people, I'm not that kind of guy. So when I'm streaming, I am. You know, it's weird. It's weird, man.
Yes,
Because I
it's a
want
different.
them to feel welcome. If they ask me a question, you know, I always answer it, right? I always talk to chat. Even during GBs when we're playing competitively, I would still talk to
You should
chat
talk.
mid game,
Yeah,
bro, mid
yeah. If you
gunfight.
got built,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
it's happened. But yeah, it's different to make a live stream. 'Cause live stream is obviously, I think, in my opinion, a little bit easier in a way than making YouTube back in the day. YouTube nowadays, especially with all the editing you have to do to make it like look good. Um, like for instance, I'm pretty sure that somebody did a study and they found that YouTube videos without, for instance, like subtitles on them, that pop up once in a while, like those videos, their average viewership would be like I think like 30% less than if they didn't. If like they would get 30% more viewership if the video had subtitles on it once in a while for people talking. There's a bunch of people in the Discord rather than without them. So that's like just something weird about videos nowadays and content creation for YouTube. You have to like you have to use like a little extra step of like literal just subtitles in your video compared to live stream. You just talk, and people like, sit there and watch a live streamer talk for 5 hours of a stream or some shit. Watch them talk play games and not have one subtitle on there, and be completely fine. But as soon as they go on YouTube, they have to have these specifications clicked off to enjoy a video.
Yeah.
I've noticed that about myself too. Like I can't sit down and watch certain videos unless it has these little it's a criteria meet on a video. Like it has humor to it or it has funny gameplay or something. Like,
Dude, you know who I actually like as a YouTuber, dude? I like Nero Cinema, man.
I have not watched him in a long time.
Bro, a low key man, I like him. He's a cool dude. Like you could totally tell he cares about Call of Duty. You know what I mean? And he cares about the community. I like him, dude. He's a fucking cool dude. And if I could play games with him, I probably would, man. To be honest with you.
Like
He's
my
fucking
thing
cool,
is like
dude.
I like when like big YouTubers or big Twitch streamers for that matter, they will have like community nights set aside like for like once a month or some shit. They'll have a gaming night of playing, Jackbox games or Call of Duty or something like that, or some sort of thing that they invite other people into, like from the community, to play games with them in a queue, obviously. But they would, bring the community in as a big streamer doing that. That's something like cool compared to the person that literally has hit it big on Twitch or YouTube and will just ego anybody that's not the same like celebrity, quote unquote celebrity levels then, because it's up to them. It's all about numbers.
Dude, it was
I
crazy, man, that people were
I know it's
honored.
not you.
Huh?
I know that's not you. You don't do that, which I like. You like you can have one person show up, or you can have 20 show up, and you still talk and chat as if it was like they're the only person there. You would communicate with them, have like this interactment on live streams, interact with them in a way that just makes them feel welcome and makes them feel like they're a part of the stream in a way, more than just putting something in chat and having you kind of look over read it. You know, it's different. Obviously, if you're a big stream, you can't sit there and watch you can't respond to every single thing people type in chat. That's ridiculous. But like, if you have like 20 people in there and they ask you a specific question that they like how to message like that, and they ask you a question, you sit there and read it and just don't even want to respond back to it. It's awkward for them to be part of the be part of the chat. It's awkward for them to sit there and just watch it. At that point, they might as well watch YouTube videos.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you're very interactive with your community.
I try, man. Thanks for the kind words, but I really do try, dude. Like, I think I would want to play more with people, like, that join the stream. Like, I definitely would want to play more. But I think that, um, we played, I remember you were there, this guy, we're playing Siege. Remember that dude we were playing Siege with? And he was, like, toxic. He joined the stream and shit like
Yeah.
that. And he was, like, saying racial slurs and stuff like that or whatever. And we're like, hey, man, you can't really say that shit, dude. Like, I gave him, how many warnings did we give him? Like, 3? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, dude, just basically shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how we roll. Shut the fuck up. And we booted him. We left the game and booted him. You know what I mean? I believe we were in, like, a ranked game or something. We just all left and booted him. We was like, dude, that's not cool with us. Get the fuck out of here.
It's obviously challenging when you're doing that like that with your community, that you're running into a few oddballs.
And
Like
which is
that.
a really annoying as a
As a content creator, it's because you might get in trouble for that.
yeah. And I always it was always weird to me that people were honored to play with us. You know, like we're not fucking anything special, dude. People come in the stream like, wow, you're really good at the game. I'm just like you, man. You know, I'm just a player, dude. I'm not the best in the world, and I'm not the worst. I'm just like you, man. I'm just playing the game, you know. But and they took it as like an honor to play with us, but in reality, it was an honor for us to play with them. You know what I mean?
That's your interactive with the community.
Exactly.
It's nice to see your community like there, because it feels more like they're more than just a username or a number on your viewer list. You know, it's the same reasons like a lot of these big YouTubers like that or Twitch streamers or whatever they might be. They like going to these like events like PAX or Rainbow Six has Season Invitational, the whole like world tournament wise, or like Twitch cons or how they are, and they like going there because they actually get an interactive community. Because to them, it makes them feel happier to be able to see the community because that's more than just a number. Then you
Yeah.
actually be face to face with your fans, so then fans are happy because they have to meet you like that, get a signature, whatever it might be, you get a picture, and you're happy because you get to see like everybody that you entertain. It just makes you feel. I've seen like a lot of people say that they do this because it makes them feel happy inside. It makes them feel like, hey, like I did something that made you like happy, or like have like that smile on your day from a joke I made or something like that. It's just more interaction in the community is the better gist of it is what I'm trying to say. Like communities need to learn that.
Yeah.
Like if you look at your community as just a number, you're not going to enjoy what you're doing.
Exactly. And I think for me, I wouldn't really say they're my fans, dude. I wouldn't really say they're fans at all. Like they're more friends, I guess you can say. Because
Yeah,
I look at it as like I'm not a famous person, dude. I don't have fans. You know that's who I am. You know what I mean? I don't.
you don't want
I
to ego
always
them.
what?
You don't want to ego them.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Like
I'm just a
you're not
dude that
higher up on the list than them because you're a streamer.
exactly, exactly, dude. You know what I mean? And it's an honor to play games for them,
And have you
and they
watch.
enjoy it to watch.
It's like your community like is literally nothing without you. Like you are not with or you're nothing without them. I should say. Like
Exactly.
you are on this like receiving end of like just joy because they are into sitting down and watching you play a game. Like
Like there's a difference between Team Bone, you know what I mean? Which
and
obviously,
go
right? Team
okay,
what?
like the the squad
Yeah, exactly, right?
is
There's a difference between that and then them, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because I may not have what I have without you guys either, but at the same time I wouldn't have what I have without them either. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And not a lot of people believe like think even what happens behind the scenes, you know what I mean? Like you were there for a lot of videos and ideas and streams and everything, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So was everyone else, you know what I mean? It's not just me. Everyone thinks it's just me. It's not. You know what I mean? And I'll probably pull up
It's
those pictures of your guys's I'll just describe it for right now. There's canvases, right? That were painted, one for Cam, one for Martin, and one for Cows, so Josh. Um and they're painted. They all have their own design of an animal, okay? And um yeah, man, it's really cool. I'll throw them up in the video. So I'll put
so
up a
just
screenshot. Yeah,
I have a picture I can probably send to you. It's a pretty good picture.
yeah, yeah,
A
and
setup in there.
we'll throw them up.
But yeah, it's that was like this. I honestly, when you told me that you're gonna do this, I did not believe you right away. I was like,
I
"There's
come
no
through,
way."
man.
It's like I was literally in my college dorm room and I'm playing games one day. He's like, and he's like, don't tell him this yet. Like, don't announce it to like a community or on a streamer like that. But I'm gonna get you a painting. I'm like painting. Like he's like, yeah, no, just send me a logo of like what you want your logo to be. And I chose a bull skull. Because I've been to a lot of areas in North Dakota like that, in western side of North Dakota, and I've just the idea of a bull skull in the desert. It's kind of cool to me. I like a bleached skull. I also go hunting a lot too, but I was like, I kind of like the idea of a bull skull, like a longhorn bull. And I was like, I kind of like this font too with my name. I was like, I was starting off like maybe like the size of like you know, a couple like a big piece of like construction paper, like a 4x4 foot painting, not a four like a 12 by 12 inch painting or something like that. Just like something. And this guy comes back with a full fucking canvas, like fully hand drawn and painted out like that by his sister. I was like, holy crap! I could not
You gotta
thank
have
you.
the paint splatter, bro. That's the trademark.
I was like, I just didn't believe him that when he said he's gonna get me this massive like 4 foot canvas with my logo that paints on like my favorite colors. I was like, it's like holy shit. Like this a lot of appreciation because people should I helped him out with like creating something and being a part of it for the ride. And then I was so appreciative just to be a part of it too. But like that painting will always be with me. Like if I move somewhere, that huge ass canvas is gonna come with me.
Not everyone has one, dude. Only the close people that have one. You know what I mean? Only close
Yeah,
people.
and that's why
So
I'm
yeah,
always bring that shit with me. Never leave it behind.
there will never be one that made the same like that. You know what I mean? It's one of a kind. Literally one of a kind, dude.
Yeah, literally one of a kind. It's not like
If I ever blow up, dude, that's worth millions. You know?
It's exactly fucking logo in the bottom right corner, dude. It's gonna be on there.
Yeah, you gotta have that one, dude. You gotta have it.
Like you said, it's not like you went online and like ordered this canvas to be painted by a robot or something like that. You get shipped out to me or something like that, or give it to me. Like his sister hand drew this all on canvas and painted it all by hand, and that's how I can't like my level of appreciation is so high for that. Just like I just didn't expect it at all. I'm happy that I was a part of something that meant that much to you to give me something like that as a gift. It's awesome.
You know what I always say, dude? Like everyone thinks like the big things matter in life. You know what I mean? Like the big things, right? But in reality, it's always the little things, the little acts of kindness. You may think this is a huge, big thing, which I'm very grateful for, right? But to me, it's a small thing, a small gesture. You know what I mean? That's who I am. I didn't think it was a um like obviously it's a big deal to me, obviously too, but it's not like I went and bought you a car or something. You know, I didn't spend a shit ton of money on it. So that's why I was saying it's like a small thing. It's a small gesture, but to everyone else, it was a big thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the smallest gestures to some people, like making a good joke or waving a smile to them or something like that. You know, holding a door for somebody that could literally make their day. You never know.
Exactly, dude. It's not always about the big things in life that makes someone's day. It's about the little things too. You know what I mean? And I think more people focus on the bigger things in life than the smaller things. It's always gonna be the smaller things that's gonna get under your skin, bro, or make you happy.
I gotta find a picture like that to send to you. It's the same thing. Like this. It's the best analogy for like why let a little thing piss you off all day. I mean, I'm pretty petty as a person when it comes to stuff like that. Like, if somebody just does something stupid like parks their vehicle in four spots at once at a grocery store, I want to leave them a note just to say my disgust for them, or like, you know, I just kind of feel about it, but I really shouldn't. But I kind of do in a way. I kind of get a little kind of angry thing. So I'm just like that person where like, it's like, really? You gotta be like that kind of guy today? But I never know. I never know a situation what that person was in when they park like that, or when they do something to you. Like they might know they're doing something terrible or something, just like something just kind of like mean. But you know, it's just how people receive it. Oh, it's been interesting, kind of growing up like that way, or gaming that way too. You know, when people say something on like a stream or say something to you in game chat, you know, they can get under your skin.
Yeah.
It's like little things like that can get very quickly. But you know, having somebody say like, you know, like a big content creator or something that say nice shot in a game chat to you after you kill him or something like that, it's like, oh, it kind of makes you smile a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, it's the little things like here and there that make you happy.
And I think my biggest my favorite thing about streaming and making content for people is them liking it. That's my whole point. You know what I mean? Them liking it.
They have to like it for you to make any money off it, like in general. But like, yeah, I know what you mean. Like,
yeah,
having somebody smile because of something like that, or like be impressed by something you did, you get a joy out of it.
exactly. Or they ask questions about the game, and I explain the game to them. You know what I mean? That's what I like about it, dude. It's not because I play the game I'm better than you doesn't make me better. You know, as a person. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
The only difference is you choose to record and upload it for people to see.
Yeah.
That's not a difference. I mean, there's a lot of people that might be better than you, but they just don't take the time or take the effort to want to do something about it.
Yeah.
Job wise, you know, it's.
I think nowadays people expect to upload a video and make it go viral and shit like that, but that's not. It's a process, and we've been working at it for so long now. But I mean, at the same time,
some people do catch that edge and just makes fun of it that quick.
Exactly. Yeah, which is cool. Yeah, which it happens, right? But I think for me, the process of doing it also helped me do better in a way with talking. Like before, I never agreed to a podcast with you, right? I was like, nah, dude, I don't really want to do it. You know what I mean? But after going through the processes and like the streams and then all like the gameplays and stuff like that, it made me want to do it to get the more of the story out. Like things that we don't talk about. You know what I mean? On
Yeah.
streams
So,
and stuff
I
like
mean,
that.
we bullshit on stream a lot. We do. So
Yep.
they're very serious and very comical.
Yeah. But
But
we
people usually just get a backstory of like who we are and what like and such.
Yeah, in the future, like obviously, if we start doing more of these, which we will, you know what I mean, we'll have other people, maybe some other small streamers or content creators or whoever. Because I like
Or
to hear what
as it go ahead.
and or like people from the old streams, like maybe have Cam on, because I always like obviously we know Cam, but not everyone knows Cam's backstory or what he's about or whoever, you know what I mean? And I think that's the most interesting to me is to hear from other people. You know what I mean? As much as I think I'm you know the best at everything, my ego sometimes gets in the way. We all know that, right? Everyone has an ego. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But
Oh yeah.
I always like hearing from other people. You know what I mean? I've always been that way. I always put other people before myself. You know what I mean? And I always like hearing other stories from other people, what they're about. You know what I mean? Where they came from, why they like gaming, why. It's always the why to me. You know what I mean? Why? Where?
You're a big psychology kind of person.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Where do they come from? Why do they like playing that game? Why are they? You know what I mean? And I think that's
I
why
ask myself the same question. I ask myself the
exactly.
same question. Why do people call
I
them
just like
constantly?
to know about
Why they
people because I just like to know people, dude. I'm not a big talker, but I like to know about them. I like to understand them. As weird as that sounds, you know what I mean? That sounds like I'm a stalker or something. I'm not, but I just like to know about them because people are interesting, dude. And it helps me talk to people more, I guess. Streaming has definitely helped me talk to people more.
I mean, this
You know?
will definitely help me engage more with the people. Maybe like not be as I would say closed off, but in a way I kind of am with some people. It takes me a little bit to like to know somebody to then talk about other shit
Yeah.
than me.
Weird story,
So
dude, is not weird story, but me and Cows, Josh, we knew each other in school, like we knew of each other, but we didn't actually know each other until we started
we were
playing games.
in the same social like groups. I mean, I was more into I was with a couple buddies at that. We had rides to snowmobiles a lot, or we're kind of hockey
I
friends
don't
like
know
that. It's like,
anything about snowmobiles, dude. Nothing. I rode one
yeah,
when I was a kid. That was it.
like we used to have different social circles back then, and yeah, it's like it's weird to think that all of a sudden, you know, like we knew each other and we seen each other all the time, kind of beside each other like that, but all of a sudden, it's fucking we've been out of high school for what 3 years, kind of come across 4th year out of
Yeah.
this year, and like we just hadn't. It just took us, like 3 years after high school, to also like kind of get intertwined and found that we both have a love for gaming and such. So, and doing something about it.
Yeah. It's really cool, man. And it's been a hell of a ride, bro. We've had countless games, countless hours of playing,
Countless arguments.
countless arguments. You're fucking bad at the game. No, you're bad at making plays. No, you're fucking trash.
Your comms are terrible.
Your comms
Yeah,
are terrible.
It's
I'm
always
yelling
like
him to finish his game because I want to play, and he's telling me he's trying.
it's it's the journey. It's honestly like the content. What people see like that, they see a glimpse of what all happens. I hope this gets people kind of behind the scenes a bit more when they when they see videos or see clips on Twitter or something like that. They don't know a lot of stuff happen behind the scenes of who we are as people.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make it shown very much. I'm hoping this helps people.
We're
get to know
more
us a bit better.
transparent. That's why X-ray, right? Transparent.
Yep, exactly.
You know what I mean? You can see in, right?
You get to know us and get to know our opinions, a lot of stuff about like a lot of social standings of video games or just issues with video games and such, or just stories in general.
Exactly. And I think that's why I agreed to the podcast because I want the viewers to
better.
get to know me better and get to know you better and whoever else joins. You know, that's the whole point, dude. And I feel like even though that we stream, or I used to stream and stuff like that, try and get better at it, make videos and stuff like that. I'm still closed off, like you said for yourself. You know, to a certain point. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to open up more about like the behind the scenes in a way. I guess you talk about stories and stuff like that, and to get to know us better and what we're about. And I think that's why I agreed to do a podcast.
Well, we have officially hit, I think, our hour and 20-minute mark here.
Oh,
So,
it's been an hour and 20 minutes?
Yes, it has been.
Holy shit, man. Time flies, bro.
So, we'll have to wrap it up here soon. But yeah, I'm happy to see what our podcast could do here in the future. I'm excited what we could do.
Who do you guys want to... Who do you guys want to... Put in the comments who you guys want us to... Maybe someone small, right? Small YouTuber, small streamer. You know what I mean? Anyone, right?
Hit us with a Twitter DM or something like that with their name so we can get in contact with them maybe and have them on to do just that, you know.
Yeah, this is our first one, dude. I think we did pretty good, personally.
Put some ideas in the comments, like questions like that, or we can kind of go off for topics or just recent stuff going on with social news, with gaming, or just in general too.
Just any questions, man.
Let us know.
All right, man. Let's wrap it up, dude. This was X-Ray. I'm Bone. Cows.
Cows are good.
Look at that. We made a podcast. All right, man.
First one.
Well, next one will be in 2 weeks.
Podcast.
Podcast, yeah. And then what's next week?
Next week?
Montage.
Oh, a montage. Yeah, hopefully montage can be released here next week. That's the plan.
That's the plan. All right.
So that's some editing it. It'll be up.
We'll catch you guys later. Cows is editing the montages for the bye week, so hopefully it's good. I don't know, man. I'm just kidding.
We'll see.
We'll see. All right, we'll catch y'all.
Discord in the description. Twitter.